Good morning, Rebels. To Studio G, I'm Yusil Taran.
And I'm Simone Randall. Thank you for joining us. Today we will have new updates on COVID, local holiday attractions, and how the community came together to support a mourning family.
We will also have local news and an in-studio interview with Dominic Lavoie, who is pushing for more diversity in hockey.
Stay tuned for all that and more, starting now.
A recent tragedy has shocked UNLV with the loss of Nathan Tyler Valencia.
Nathan was a 20-year-old junior at UNLV and a member of Sigma Alpha Epsilon fraternity.
A charity event quickly turned to chaos when UNLV student Nathan Valencia collapsed and later died after competing in an amateur boxing charity event held by UNLV's Kappa Sigma fraternity. Students who attended the event say that it was unorganized and had no safety nor medical assistance on standby. Fighters were required to sign waivers stating they were amateurs, but no further medical examination was needed. Equipment such as boxing gloves and headgear continuously fell off the heads of several fighters. It is still unclear if the referee on site was licensed, but he was seen drinking throughout the event.
The first one, I heard that they did not have EMS on site, and that kind of shocked me. I feel like that is necessary, especially for a physical activity like that. And I'm pretty sure the ref was not an official referee. It was just someone part of the fraternity. I think something does need to happen. There does need to be some sort of repercussions. If it's not to all of Greek life, at least the fraternity that held the event. That should not have happened whatsoever. And I think that there needs to be something done to show that that's not okay.
Nathan's girlfriend, Lacey Foster, has created a GoFundMe account to help raise money for Nathan's medical and funeral expenses. If you'd like to donate, go to gofundme.com/remembering the life of Nathan Valencia. This is Anna Sayev reporting for Studio G.
Valencia participated in the charity boxing event on Friday, November 19.
After his fight, Valencia collapsed and was pronounced dead on November 23rd.
And thanks, Rana, for that report. The fight night event is under investigation. Remaining questions continue. UNLV students held a vigil on Saturday to honor Nathan. He would have turned 21 the same day of the vigil. Our deepest condolences go out to all of his loved ones.
Las Vegas locals have united to honor yet another loss in the community. Kenny Lee, the CEO of Lee's Discount Liquor, who tragically died in a car crash in northern Nevada last week. A balloon release was organized at one of Lee's Discount Liquor stores on Azure Drive near Tenaya Way. Governor Steve Sisolak shared a few words before joining everyone else on the release of the balloons into the sky. Instead of flowers, the Lee family has asked to donate to the nonprofit New Vista, which helps intellectual and developmental disabilities. For more information, visit newvistanv.org.
South Africa's health minister reveals the discovery of a new COVID variant, Omicron. It is said that this variant is not in the U.S. yet, but it's a reminder that the pandemic is far from over. CNN reporter John Loring has more.
As millions of Americans prepare for the end-of-the-year holidays, research is being done on Omicron, which was found in at least a dozen countries abroad.
Started hearing about this new variant, I think of Thursday, and then we woke up on Friday. There's all these new restrictions. It looked much more serious, so we were concerned if we were going to be able to come back home.
Though the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says Omicron cases haven't been confirmed in the U.S. yet,
It's almost definitely here already. Just looking at the number of cases coming off planes this weekend, it's almost a certainty that there have been cases that have gotten into the United States.
Health officials say Omicron could spread more rapidly than other strains.
It has a bunch of mutations, a disturbingly large number of mutations in the spike protein, which is the business end of the virus, which really binds.
In the meantime, Americans are advised to protect themselves from the potential threat.
Vaccines work. We have a new variant. There's going to continue to be new variants in the future. Medicines are better now than they have been. But I think the president was wrong with his mandate.
We obviously have to have more information, but let's take this window to get better prepared by increasing our vaccination rates.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Following the news of the variant, several nations, including the United States, have new travel restrictions. Traveling from South Africa and surrounding African countries has been banned. This will not prevent Omicron from arriving to the U.S., but it buys the federal government some time to learn about the new variant. The World Health Organization has flagged this strain as variant of concern. Omicron also poses a risk to the current COVID-19 vaccine.
On to lighter news. With the holidays around the corner, Las Vegas has opened a new attraction for families, the Enchanted Christmas at the Las Vegas Ballpark. The ballpark has transformed itself into a Christmas wonderland. Children can meet Santa Claus, explore a light maze, and village grounds, or skate on the ice rink. The attraction has been open since November 26 and will close January 2nd. You think you're gonna go to Las Vegas Ballpark and see all the Christmas stuff?
You know, Christmas is one of my favorite holidays, like ever. So for sure, I will be going. I can't miss it.
Me
It's
too.
exciting.
Your turn.
Other social gatherings that anyone can attend are events like anime conventions, where fans of Japanese animation and video games have come together for many years to have fun. Reporter Evelyn Hernandez has more.
As Japanese animation gains popularity, anime conventions are growing with attendees. Anime NYC is one of many conventions across America with hundreds of new fans. Anime NYC branched off of Comic-Con. It started 4 years ago. After the year of the pandemic, all conventions were canceled, so everyone has been buzzing with excitement for them to come back. This year, the event sold out of tickets due to the growing fan base of Japanese animation. Many new fans found the anime community during the pandemic and were drawn to the convention. These events aren't just full of newcomers. Longtime fans also attend, and for some, it has been for the first time. Taylor Johnson shares her experience at a convention and her first time cosplaying.
This is my first convention. I've always wanted to go since I was in middle school, but I never really got a chance to. So I figured out, I just moved to New York. I want to meet some people. I want to talk about anime and manga. I want to go to this con. I'm currently cosplaying as Amber from Genshin Impact. She's one of the Knights of Favonius and actually your first starter player when you play the game. So she's very pretty well known.
In America, anime conventions have been around since the 80s, where fans would come together and talk about their favorite animation. These events let fans view anime, which at the time was very difficult to watch. Organizers would have showing rooms where they would play episodes in VHS. Now, fans can join panels, play games, buy merch, and cosplay. This has been Evelyn Hernandez with Studio G.
For anyone interested in attending these types of events, Las Vegas does host local anime and video game conventions. The closest one will be Level Up in February 2022. Don't go away, we'll be right back after this break.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text to emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie. Nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
Welcome back today. I am with Dominic Lavoie, an organizer for Skating for Diversity. Dominic, thank you for coming and being here with us.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, so tell me about Skating for Diversity, which pushes, diversity in hockey.
Yeah, so basically, like, we're a little organization right now. We're kind of like getting started. We've been around for about a year, and we're just really trying to right now create connections within the hockey community for people of color. And we're just trying to really promote that kind of diversity because, kind of speaking frankly, hockey is a white-dominated sport, and you don't really see a lot of people of color within it. So it's really hard, as a person of color playing hockey myself, kind of not really seeing people like me growing up. So it's really nice knowing that there's like other people out there, and that's kind of like one of our little purposes that we got going on.
And so tell me how this organization started.
Gotcha. So it's actually pretty funny. I was on TikTok one day in the middle of quarantine in April of 2020, and it really started because I saw this guy, Jason Harrison. He popped up on my For You page, and he kind of advertised that he was going to start like a little group chat for like people of color hockey players. And I messaged him, like, I've been out of hockey for a while, and like I wasn't the best player, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna kind of pull the trigger on it. And I just kind of messaged him, and I was like, hey, like, I want to join this and kind of help you get it started. And we connected through there, and it really like blew up. I connected with Jason, one of another co-founders, Rayla Clemens, and Romeo Terrain and Nick LaFlame. So they're all from different parts. Jason, he plays prep hockey at Lake Forest Academy in Chicago. Rayla plays NCAA Division I hockey at Syracuse University, and Nick is from Halifax, and Romeo plays at a university in Massachusetts. So they're all really high-level hockey players, and it's really nice to kind of branch out with them. And we really kind of convened one night in quarantine because we were all bored and just wanted to like kind of do something new, and really kind of thought of this whole program.
For me, it's so amazing to have young people like yourself, taking this leadership role for this type of thing that sometimes we're not aware of.
Mm-hmm.
You're bringing awareness to an issue that we don't see. As a co-founder, it must be a lot of work. Tell me, what's your favorite thing about being a co-founder?
Honestly, it's just kind of like meeting new people. Like I said, like you don't really see many people of color in hockey, and knowing that there's this many people out there like that look like me and like are kind of in like similar situations and have experienced racism similar to me, it's really nice to know, and just like seeing all of them go on to do really good things. Like I said, we have a lot of high-level people like in NCAA Division I, even ACHA. We have a lot of really good players that have gone on to do great things and have played with really great players as well. And we've connected with so many different organizations with the same kind of mission goal as us, and it's really kind of motivated us that, despite the whole toxicity in hockey and the racism in hockey culture, there's people like us that want to make change and kind of drive home that whole purpose that we want to like bring more people of color into hockey and diversify the sport more and make it more accessible for people.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Dominic, for coming here. I know there's many future plans for this.
Oh yeah.
But I know you're gonna do it, and it's amazing. We need to have more leaders like yourself that start young and bring awareness to things that we may not know about.
Definitely.
We'll be right back after this break.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now.
And now for weather. Today we are at a nice 71 degrees, sunny and clear skies. Getting into the week, we have really high temperatures today at 78. ending the month of November on a very high note. Getting into December, we are also looking at some very high temperatures at 74 to low 70s for the beginning of December, which is unusually high for this time of year, but you definitely need to take advantage of it while we still can. But that's all I have for weather. Back to you, Seal, with sports.
That's right, Simone. The Raiders went against the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving and won in overtime with a final score of 36-33, breaking their three-game losing streak. The Raiders were 7.5-point underdogs, but never trailed during the game. Raider player Daniel Carlson won the game, kicking a 29-yard field goal.
The Vegas Golden Knights lost against the #1 team in the Pacific Division, the Edmonton Oilers, this past Saturday with a final score of 3-2. The Oilers started the game off by scoring 2 goals in the first period. By the end of the second quarter, the Oilers and Knights both scored 1 goal. In the third period, the Knights scored 1 goal, bringing the score to a 1-point difference, but was not able to tie the game, leaving Vegas with a loss.
Our Henderson Silver Knights played this past weekend against the Iowa Wild. The Silver Knights lost Saturday's game 2-1, but made a comeback on Sunday and won 6-5.
Marvel Studios introduces a new series targeting Hawkeye, who teams up with his biggest fan to take down a criminal conspiracy. So far, the show only has 2 episodes, but a new one is released every Wednesday. The show was originally going to be debuted next year, but the release date was changed, replacing Ms. Marvel, which was expected to air this year. Fans were not happy about that choice, but after the trailer was released, it changed everyone's minds, from frustration to excitement. The series currently has a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Adele has dropped another record-breaking album, taking the title of the fastest-selling album in the UK and US this year. The record was sold 660,000 album units, beating any other major release of 2021. She is now the only female act with 3 or more studio albums to reach #1 in all 3 of them, a record she has now consolidated further with 30, which is her 4th #1 record. Her previous album, 25, sold 3.3 million copies in the US. It's amazing. I personally love Adele. She's such a great inspiration. And she inspired, for me personally, she has inspired me to being yourself is good.
Yes. I also love Adele. She's like one of my favorite artists right now. And I just heard that she is planning on doing a Las Vegas residency next year.
That's amazing. I'm so excited. You know, Las Vegas is coming back to life, and that just gets me so happy.
Me too. And I'm definitely going to get my concert tickets. How about you?
I'm definitely going to go. And you know what? We should sing all of her songs. And my personal favorite, Hello.
Hello, but we're not going to be saying hello right now. Instead, we're going to be saying goodbye. So, well, that's all for our show. So thank you for coming and joining us. I'm Simone Randall.
And I'm Yusil Turan. See you tomorrow, which, due to a high success, it's going to be in Spanish. Studio G en Español is back tomorrow. So, Simone, I won't see you tomorrow, but
I'll be back with you on Thursday.
I'll see you Thursday. See you tomorrow for that special edition. See you next time.